Well, good morning, fellow constitutionalists. These are my morning thoughts for Friday, September 25th in the year of our Lord 2015. And if you notice, I don't have a Hawaiian shirt on today. That's because the first day of fall was on Wednesday. So I wear a Hawaiian shirt from the first day of spring to the first day of fall every Friday as a tradition. When I was working at Dispatch, I carried that over into my show. So from now on, through the fall and the winter, I won't be wearing a Hawaiian shirt. I want to read this short article to you here. It's actually some excerpts out of an article that I'm going to link down below in the video here, talking about were the Founding Fathers tolerant of Islam. And it's a two-part article by Dr. David Miller of Apologetics Press. And I just want to read this. It'll be real short. The founders would not have favored integrating Islam into our schools, government, or other civil institutions. Far from it. In his discussion of freedom of religion in his monumental commentaries on the Constitution of the United States, Father of American Jurisprudence Joseph Story clarified the meaning of the First Amendment with regard to the priority of Christianity. It is impossible for those who believe in the truth of Christianity as a divine revelation to doubt that it is a special duty of government to foster and encourage it among all the citizens and subjects. Indeed, in a republic, there should seem to be a particular priority in viewing the Christian religion as the great basis on which it must rest for its support and permanence, if it be what it has ever been deemed by its truest friends to be, the religion of liberty. Probably at the time of the adoption of the Constitution and of the amendments to it, now under consideration, the general, if not the universal sentiment in America was that Christianity ought to receive encouragement from the state, so far as it was not incompatible with the private rights of conscience and the freedom of religious worship. In an attempt to level all religions and to make it a matter of state policy to hold all in utter indifference would have created universal disprobation, if not universal indignation. And Dr. David Miller, he referenced things, and at the bottom of these articles there's a lot of footnotes. Indeed, the First Amendment was never intended to level all religions, and Islam can hardly be stylized a religion of liberty. Story further explained that the real object of the First Amendment was not to countenance, much less to advance, Mohammedanism or Judaism or infidelity by prostrating Christianity, but to exclude all rivalry among Christian sects, to prevent any national ecclesiastical establishment which should give a hierarchy the exclusive patronage of the national government. It is imperative we do not misconstrue the founders' strong emphasis on religious freedom and tolerance as an indication that they viewed all religions as legitimate or conducive to the principles of the Republic. And just a short paragraph out of the conclusion to the second part. Let it be repeated once again that having a Christian mindset, the vast majority of the founders were of religious tolerance, meaning that they were willing for those who embraced non-Christian religions to come to the country and not be persecuted. However, under no circumstances should such tolerance be misconstrued to mean the founders intended to convey credibility to those religions, implying that those beliefs would be beneficial to Americans' way of life if incorporated into its public institutions. Even the founders' constant description of Muslims as Mohammedans, a term offensive to Muslims, demonstrates their antipathy towards Islam, since they regarded the religion as the concocted invention of Muhammad, not the God of the Bible. So there's a body of thought that's been going around, and that's why I shared on my show later on today that we're going to be going over both those articles, and I have them show linked up into episode 377 on Blog Talk Radio /Dan-Clements, which I'll put the link down there. Plus, I'll also link both these articles. So the Founding Fathers, viewed Christianity as the religion of liberty, and that's what they based this country on. That's why we were formed as a Christian religion, and they did not believe in leveling all the rights to all religions because they believed that there were false religions out there, and Islam and Muslims who practice it were practicing a false religion, and that's the way the founders looked at it. Those are my morning thoughts, folks, for September 25th in the year of the Lord 2015. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you later on the show.